Good morning, year 9. Today we're going to take 6.5, which is change the subject of the formula. What is the meaning of change the subject of the formula? For example, here we have x plus b equals e. Make x the subject of the formula. يعني ايه subject of the formula? Subject of the formula means we need the x to be alone. X equals something, okay? So we don't need anything beside the x. Here, for example, you don't need anything beside the x at all, okay? How do we do this? We use the order of operations, BODMAS or BIDMAS, okay? بس we move always the opposite to it with the opposite sign. طب let's see how can we solve this. X plus b equals e. We need the x to be alone, so we should put the e on the b on the other side, right? So that we have x remaining. So x now equal. We don't have anything inside of the x. خلاص, the b went to the other side. E as it is. Then the b, what is the sign of the b? It was x plus b. So we move the b to the other side with the opposite sign. It is positive, so it's going to be negative. Then v plus x equal w plus y. So we need the x to be alone, so we're going to move the v. So x equal w plus y. Then the v is positive. We don't look at this sign. We look at this sign. It is positive, so it's going to be negative. So minus v. The next one, ax equal b. What is the sign between the ax? There is no sign, right? If there is no sign, so it is multiply, right? Do you remember this? So if we have ax equal b, so we need the x to be alone. Our target is to make the x alone always, okay? So we need to move the a to the other side. So x equal b. Without thinking, we write what is on the other side directly after the equal. X equal b. What is the sign between the a and x? They are multiplied by each other, so we're going to move it there with the opposite sign. Opposite of multiply is divide, or divided by e, like this. So will not differ, okay? Kx equals c minus d. We need the x to be alone, so x equal, we're going to move the k to the other side. So x equal, what is after the equal? As it is, c minus d. It is multiply, I should divide by k, right? So I should put all of them over k. Okay, all of what is in the other side over k. Or c minus d between brackets divided by k. Okay. Then next, xm minus v equals m. We need the x to be alone. Here we're going to use by the order of operations. All of these questions are one operation only. Plus, plus, multiply, multiply. Here we have multiply and subtract. So we're going to use order of operations. Normally in order of operations, what do we start with? Multiply or subtract? Multiply or subtract? Multiply is the first, right? Here we do the opposite. You must start from the subtract. So I should move the v first, because it is the opposite of order of operations. So what is remaining in this side? xm equal m, directly after the equal, put it as it is. It is minus v, so it's going to be plus v, right? Then the next step, how to make the m alone, the x alone. So x equal, we need to move the m to the other side, right? It is multiply, so it's going to be the opposite of multiply, divide, exactly. So x equal m plus v as it is over m. Any problems till now? The next, we have m, x plus m equal n squared, between brackets x plus m. Normally we have brackets and add, right? Multiply, this is multiply, m multiply by the bracket, then add. What is the last thing in order of operation? Bracket, multiply, add. We should start from the bracket, right? We cannot do the bracket, we cannot do the addition in the beginning, right? Never, because it's inside the bracket. So we shouldn't start from the bracket, because it's opposite order of operations, right? So we should start with the multiplication. Forget the sign inside the bracket. We have bracket and multiply. What should I start with? Bracket or multiply, b or m? What is the opposite? I will start with the m. So I should move the c to the other side. We skip this. It is the same idea, okay. So here we have to move the m to the other side. So x plus m between brackets. Now the brackets have no meaning, right? Equal n squared. It is multiply, so it will be divide over m. Then how to move the m to the other side? It is, what is the sign between the x and the m? It is plus, so it will be minus. So x equal n squared over m minus, it is plus m, it will be minus m. Next, c times bracket a plus x. We have multiply and bracket. The addition is inside the bracket, so it doesn't have any meaning because we're going to do the brackets or outside the brackets. Okay, if we have bracket, we do what is inside the bracket or what's outside the bracket first. Bracket is the first thing, so the opposite always is the other thing. Okay, yani always we leave the bracket till the end because it's the first thing in order of operations, and here we use the opposite, so it will be the last thing. Okay, so we're going to move the c to the other side. C, it is multiply, so it's going to be divide. So a plus x equal d, it is multiply, so it will be over c. Now how to move the x to the other side? It is, what is the a, sorry. They are plus each other and the a is positive, so we'll move it to the other side negative. So x equal d over c minus a. Any problems? Now we get the x alone, so we made the subject of the equation. We made x the subject of the equation. The next part, if we have a fraction, we need two things. To make x alone, and it should be the numerator, it should be up. Here is the x up, yes. Is it alone? No, so we should move the t. What is the sign between the x and the t? It is divide, so the t will go there with which sign? Multiply, the opposite. X equal m times t. Here the x is up, yes. We need two rules, up and alone, up and alone. The x is numerator, yes. Is it alone? No. So we need to move all what is under the x to the other side. So x equal t. It is divide, so it will be multiply h minus k. Is x alone? Is x up? Yes. Is it alone? No. So we need to move the b. So x equal a over c. It is divide, so it will be times b. Next one. Here is the x up? No, it is down and not alone. So we should make two steps. So how to make the x up first? We need to move it to the other side. It is divided, it will be multiply, right? We are going to move the x, the first time to move the x. So m x equal h, because we multiply the m by the x. Now the x is up, right? How to make it alone? Move the m to the other side. It is multiply, so it's going to be plus. X equal, divide, sorry. It is multiply, so it's going to be divide. H over m. So what happened at the end? We switched the places of the x and m. Look. We switched the places. In this one, m over x equal t squared. Is the x up? No. So m equal t squared. How to move the x up? Multiply x. Then how to make the x alone? We need to move the 2 squared, the t squared, right? So m over t squared, y over, because it's multiplied, so it's going to be divide, equal x. Now the x is alone, right? In the last one, I will tell you another idea, but when we finish. U over v over x equals c over t. Is the x up? No. So how to make it up? We should multiply it by the other side, right? So v equal c over d. It is divide, so it will be multiplied by x, right? So how do we move this to the other side? It will be divide, so x equal v divided by C over D. Okay. Now we have another idea. If the x is down, is to switch all of the question. And for example, I will do this one. We switch the places. We make the numerator denominator and the denominator numerator. So this will be x over h, and this will be, instead of m over, it is over 1, right? So it will be 1 over m. Now the x is up. How to make it alone? Move the h to the other side. So x equal, it is divided, it will be multiply 1 over m times h, which is h over m, يعني the same answer. Okay. For example, in this one, it will be x over v equal d over c. Okay.